Good day everyone, my name is Andrelin A. Saldo and this is my presentation about Short Job First or SJF. Introduction. The shortest job first or SJF or shortest job next is a scheduling policy that selects the waiting process with the smallest execution time to execute next. Then SJN, also known as shortest job next or SJN. Next, it can be preemptive or non-preemptive both. Or preemptive SJF is also called shortest remaining time first. Algorithm of SJF. Sort all the processes according to the arrival time, then select the process that has minimum arrival time and maximum burst time. Next, after completion of the process, make a pool of processes that arrives afterward till the completion of the previous process and select that process among the pool which is having minimum burst time. So this is the algorithm of SJF. Example, you must know this term, which is arrival time, time at which the process arrives in the ready queue, and that is arrival time. Completion time, time at which process completes its execution, and that is completion time. Burst time, time required by a process for CPU execution, and that is burst time. Turnaround time, time difference between completion time and arrival time. Then turnaround time, completion time or arrival time. So that is the example of arrival time, completion time, burst time, turnaround time, and turnaround time. Then, for the turnaround time, completion time or arrival time, there is waiting time, which is time difference between turnaround time and burst time. And this is the example of preemptive policy, which is the variation of SJF. New jobs can arrive in the wait queue while another job is still running. If the remaining time of the running job is larger than that of the newly arrived job, the running job is preemptive and returned to the wait queue while the next shortest job is processed. So, where the example is job arrival time and remaining time. Then there is also an average waiting time. So Asian ADCN result, which is 17 plus 1 plus 5, divide 4 equals 5.75. Then average turnaround time, which is 29 plus 4 plus 14 plus 5, divide 4 equals 13. So the answer of the preemptive policy, which is 13 in average turnaround time. Example of preemptive SJF or SRTF, which is the process arrival time, burst time. So, as siya an example, P1, P2, P3, P4. Then sa arrival time is 0.0, 2.0, 4.0, 5.0. Then burst time 7414. So, time 0 dash process 1 gets the CPU ready equals P1 7. Then time 2 dash process second arrives dash CPU has P1 with time equals 5. Ready equals P second 4. P2 gets the CPU. Then time 4 dash P3 arrives dash CPU has P2 with time equals 2. Ready equals P1 5 then times P3 then 1. P3 gets the CPU. So this is the example and a solution, which is an P1, P2, P3, which is the Gantt chart. We also call this Gantt chart. Then also the example of preemptive is JF or is RF. So adina may na siya is JF preemptive, which is the Gantt chart, P1, P2, P3, P2, P4, then P1. So siya nan iya waiting time, which is an 2, 4, 5, 7, 11, 16. Then for the average waiting time, an iya result is 9 plus 1 plus 0 plus 2 divided by 4 equals 3. So the answer of this is JA preemptive, which is 3. So let's see the next part. Then for non-preemptive policy, which is the question is job, then completion time, which is J1, J2, job 3, then job 4. Then for the completion is 16, 5, 3, 8. Order of execution, which is job 3, dash 3, job 2, dash 5, job 4, dash 8, then job 1, dash 16. So for the example, nagdamo na siya, which is ang job completion time, wait time, then turnaround time. So ang iyang results for average waiting time equals sum or wait times or number of jobs, which is equals 0 plus 3 plus 8 plus 16 dash 4 equals 6.75. Then for the average turnaround time is sum of turnaround times dash number of jobs, which is equals 3 plus 8 plus 16 plus 32 dash 4 equals 14 dash 0.75. So an iya above all san iya answer, which is for the average waiting time is 6.75, then for the turnaround time 14.75. Then also the example of non-preemptive is JF, which is this is the question, process, arrival time, burst time. So ang sa process is process 1, process 2, process 3, process 4. Then for the arrival time is 0.0, 2.0, 4.0, 5.0. Then for the burst time is 7.414. So pag kuha na natin siya for the solution san is JF non-preemptive. Asya na adi siya ang Gantt chart 037, which is P1. Then at time of 0, P1 is the only process it gets the CPU and rise to completion. Then estimating the length of next CPU burst. Problem with SJF, it is very difficult to know exactly the length of the next CPU burst or idea based on the observations in the recent past. We can try to predict exponential averaging and CPU burst equals Tn, the average of all past bursts using a weighting factor 0. Then the next CPU burst is asya na ari siya. Then ini siya an examples and estimating length of next CPU burst, which is this image below. Advantage and disadvantage of SJF. Advantage. First is shortest jobs are favored. Second, it is probably optimal in that it gives the minimum average waiting time for a given set of processes. Then for the disadvantage is, first is SJF may cause starvation. If shorter processes keep coming, this problem is solved by aging. Then second, it cannot be implemented at the level of short-term CPU scheduling. So that is the advantage and disadvantage of SJF. So that's all my presentation. Thank you.